Hi, it's Kim, and welcome back to Homestead Witchery. And a special welcome back to my patrons, for whom this video is actually being made. Patrons get early access to things like this, and everybody else just gets to watch it when you get to watch it. And if you're interested in becoming a patron and learning more, click the link down in the description box below. Now, the spell box for this month, the spell kit that went out for this month of February, is 4 Thieves oil / vinegar, whatever you decide to make. I'm going to make vinegar just because I like it better and I would use it more than I would oil, because I use it for things like floor wash or like to wipe things down. You can also eat it. I'm about some food. I'm a Taurus. Let's not pretend. So I'm just going to go through the ingredients that I included in the kit. It's pretty simple. This is going to be a pretty fast video. And I'm just going to put equal amounts. This is 10 cc's. It came out of some energy drink that Ken had. And I'm going to put the same amount of everything in there. This is the sage, and I sent kitchen sage because I want it to be edible, just in case you decide you want to use it for a vinaigrette, and I included a recipe for a vinaigrette in the kit that I sent out. Some thyme, which smells great. I love the smell of thyme. It's kind of lemony, at least this one is. Wormwood, I'm going to go a little bit light on the wormwood. And I'm also not going to go over the history of 4 Thieves because 1,000,000,001 people, who some of which are also witches, have already gone over that. So I'm not going to rehash that. Just Google it. The Witch Amateur Hour did a nice one episode on 4 Thieves. Mint, which, yum. It smells so good. These, I chose these, one, so it was something you would be able to use in food if you wanted to, because COVID, basically, exists. Rosemary. I like rosemary, so I'm going to use a little bit more. Most of the herbs that I use have antibacterial properties or are healing in some way or protective. And finally is peppercorns, and I sent rainbow peppercorns because they are pretty and they all have fractionally different properties. Like there's Szechuan peppers, black peppercorns, green peppercorns, and they all have their own little unique flavors that they throw into the mix. So that's maybe a fifth, if that, full of dried herbs. Then I'm going to use some apple cider vinegar. I like the kind with the mother, not spawns. And you just fill it up. Ooh, that's pungent. I have a plastic lid that does not leak. If you are just using like a mason jar lid, I recommend putting wax paper or parchment paper because the acid will probably cause your lid to rust. This one is theoretically leak proof, although it's not. Ta-da! But that's it. That's basically how that works. I'm not going to go into the metaphysical properties of it all because that is already in the packing list that came with the spell kit. If you want to know more about that, as I said before, just click the link down below. You can't see that unless you are a patron, but it starts from $1 and goes up to $60. There's a huge range of tiers that you can have access to things like this recipe, what the herbs are doing, other like actual food recipes that I do. But regardless of that, thank you to all my patrons for existing and for talking with me and for hanging out all the time like we do. I adore you all, especially my Marco crew, Janie, Trey, Casey, Sarah, Kristen. This is off the top of my head, so don't kill me if I miss you. Ashley. Nothing's written down. This is all out of my head. I think those are the people that I mostly talk to. So thank you to you all for kind of inspiring me to do this, because I want to give you more digital content too. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next month. I think you're going to like it. I'm not sure, I'm debating. It's either going to be something about wind or something about plants. So we'll figure it out next month. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month.